Hello everybody, it is PGMon Gaming here. Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be teaching all of you how to play Monopoly Cheaters Edition. So this is going to be part 1 of a series that I'm going to do where I teach you guys how to play different types of board games, and this is going to be episode 1. So I hope this ends up being helpful for you guys, for if any of you guys do decide to get the game. I personally haven't played it myself, but I read through all the rules and I've seen clips of it online, so I'm going to teach you guys how to do it. So first, what you guys are going to need is that you're going to need a character piece, obviously. I'm not currently playing with anyone, so I'm just showing you guys how to play. I'm not actually going to be playing through a round of it anyway, but we're just going to say that this is me, so Penguin. And before we begin the actual game, you gotta get your money situated. So you need about $1,500 or $1,500, and I'm going to spread out how much of each you need. So this is about how much you need for each person. You need about three tens, a 20, a 50, 4 100s, and 2 500s. So let me get the board. Okay, so I got everything situated, got all the properties lined out. Let me just fix this one real quick because that is sticking out. Anyway, I got all the stuff set out, and at all times on the game, you're going to want you're going to want 5 different cheat cards on the board. These are the different cheats that you can try and do either on your turn or on someone else's turn. And if you successfully get away with the cheat, you can call it out on after the next person rolls the dice. But we'll get to that in a sec. So a couple different rules that are exclusive, or at least I think are exclusive only to this Monopoly, are the fact that the railroad spaces, you don't actually buy them. Instead, when you land on them, so like for example, if I were to roll a 4, move right there, and I get to move from this railroad space all the way over to the next railroad space, and that's the same for every single one. And also a couple other things are that at the beginning of the game, you always put a hotel on the Connecticut Avenue space, as that is a free hotel space, and when you land on that and you buy that space, you get the hotel along with it. So you could essentially get a free hotel right off the bat. Another thing to note is that some of the spaces are cheaper than the other spaces. So for example, places like States Avenue is only 20 compared to the spaces next to it, which are 140 and 160 respectively. It is the same thing for spaces like Atlantic Avenue, which is only 130. I know it's upside down, but deal with it. And actually Pennsylvania Avenue is free, so you don't have to pay anything for it. Also, another thing different, I know that some people have a house rule where it's like, I don't actually know the rule, but it's like you put money in the middle, and then when you land on that, you get the money that's in the middle of the board. No, you land on the free parking space, and you can draw either a chance card or a community chest card. So that's also something. So what do you do when you start a turn? Well, obviously, you start off with rolling the dice. So we're just gonna get 4 and a 6. So that's 10, so we just move our person 10 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm looking through the lens of my phone camera, so it's not as, I'm not going to be as accurate, but so we landed on St. Charles Place, which is only 140, so if you choose to buy it, you can buy it, or you can put it off for auction. In case any of you do not know how to actually auction off a space, you basically auction it off starting with $10, and then everybody can just bid higher minimum bid of 10 until nobody else wants to bid anymore, and then the highest bidder gets the property. I don't think I need to explain that. I'm pretty sure that works the same with every other Monopoly, but in case you guys didn't know, there you go. Okay, so let's go over what happens when you land on the go to jail space, or you draw a card that says go to jail, because there are chance cards and maybe community chest cards, I don't know, that tell you that you have to go to jail. So, or if you roll doubles 3 times, then you gotta go to jail. Yes, just in case any of you guys were wondering, if you were to roll doubles 3 times, then you go directly to jail. So, just say I'm in jail. You have to put this handcuff on, and I will actually do that right now. Okay, now that I have the handcuff on, you just want to put it, connect it to the board until 4 things happen. There are 4 different ways that you can get out of jail. 4 different ways, and that is to either pay $50, roll doubles, wait for somebody else to go to jail and you get to take it off, or you hold on, give me a second. Or let's say, for example, you have the escape artist cheat on the board, which says when you're in jail, take off the handcuff. So if you are able to secretly take off the handcuff without anybody noticing you, by the time the next person rolls the dice, then you are out of jail. So let me explain to you guys how the different cheats work, because there are several different cheats in the game, obviously, that you can try and get away with. So, for example, stuff like counterfeit chance, where instead of doing what's written on your chance card, do whatever you want. So let's give you guys an example. So let's say right here, it says right here, chance stuck in reverse. For 1 turn, choose any player, including yourself, to move their token backward the number of spaces rolled. So instead of doing that, you could make up a fake cheat, like for example, if you wanted to, you could probably say for 1 turn, choose any player, including yourself, to move their token forward the number of spaces rolled. So you could say that and pull off the counterfeit chance card, unless someone calls you out for cheating, and let me explain how that works. So let's say, for example, let's say, for example, that the cheat trick dice is on the board, which is on your turn, move as many spaces as you want. And for example, let's just say I roll 6 spaces. So I can move my character, if I wanted to try to cheat, I can move my character 7 spaces instead of 6. Hold on, let me fix this because that's about to fall. So I could move 7 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, and someone calls me out on it, says I'm a cheater, that I moved more spaces than I was supposed to. And I would flip this card over and I would read it, and there are 2 different things on the back that says for whether if you got away with it or if you got caught. So if you got away with it, you would stay where you are and take 200 from the bank. But because I got caught, I would move according to your actual roll and complete the action of that space. On the next turn, pay the player who caught you 200 and let them roll for you, then take your turn as normal. But it stays on the board. And yeah, that's pretty much what the cheat is. Now let's say that I did get away with it. So I moved 7 spaces, yada yada yada. Nobody caught me. By the time the next person rolls their dice, I can call out that I cheated and that I moved more spaces than I was supposed to. I'll flip the card over, read what it says, and then that card goes back into the pile back there, and a new cheat card is drawn and placed on the board. This one being Super Demolition, remove another player's hotel from their property. That's how the cheat system works. I almost forgot to say what happens if someone were to falsely accuse you of cheating. So in the case that someone falsely accuses you of cheating, they actually have to pay you $100 for falsely accusing you. So there are benefits to, or actually no, there are consequences if you just downright accuse people of cheating. So don't just accuse people for no reason.